Hello everyone, Jeff Vogel here from High Fashion Sewing in Grand Junction, Colorado. Bernina Jeff. Today I'm going to show you the side you didn't see on Embroidery 101, the basics of embroidery, and I'm going to do this on the large screen on the 790 Plus. Your 770, your 5 Series all have relatively the same icons and screen commands. So this is what you didn't see when I was running around doing the Embroidery 101. So hopefully you know how to stabilize your project, and today we're just going to do a quick little explanation of the icons and tools. And again, this is basics. I'm going to be doing a series of these and adding an extra step to every one. But if you just want to get home and start embroidering on your 770 or 790, here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to use a chopstick. So if you've got a spare chopstick, or next time you're at a restaurant, keep a clean set of these and take them home. They're great to have in your sewing drawer. They're great to kind of use as a stiletto, so if the needle hits it, no big deal, and works as a stylus. I'm going to hit this right hand side of tabs. So the logic that Bernina used on these tabs is you have a filing system, so this is where you access your designs or save your designs. Then you have a pencil, which indicates this is your editing mode. So this is where you bring your designs in, edit them. Then you have a palette. This is the colors that are in your design. So if you want to go collect all the colors before you start sewing, you can touch this and it'll give you the list of colors. And then on the final bottom, there's a little needle tip with the dot, 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 or stitches behind it. This is where you start your stitches. And this is how you start your embroidery project. So first step, let's go access something to stitch, and we're just going to do a simple little 4-letter word. I'm going to put in Jeff. So when you touch this, another screen comes up, and you have the choice of erasing something or trashing it, or going out and finding designs. So this little file cabinet with the arrow pointing out, this is how you go out and find things. So I'm going to touch that, and this is what is in the machine as default. You have your fonts, you have pre-loaded designs. On the 790, any stitch you have, you can embroider. So that's a stitch mode. And then you have saved or your favorites. I'm going to go into the fonts. I'm just going to pick the first one. I tell my embroiderers when they're just starting that for homework before you go to Beyond the Basics is go and stitch out each one of these fonts in the natural size. And it gives you, and put it in a book somewhere like your manual. So I'm just going to put in Jeff, so capital J. And then if you want to go into the small letters, go select the lowercase EFF. And that displays right up there. If you accidentally touch this bar, everything goes away. So if you touch that and you keep wondering, why does it keep going away? That's why it's happening. So I'm going to go back to uppercase J, lowercase EFF. If you want to just delete one letter at a time, you just hit the delete. So I like that, so I'm going to hit the green check mark. And now it will assume the smallest possible hoop size. So that's just 4 letters. It's only 1 inch and some high. So it's going to select the smallest possible hoop. Today I'm going to be using the oval hoop, so I'm going to select that icon. A new menu comes up, and here is your hoop options. So I'm going to do the oval, which is 5.7 by 10 inches. And now that's going to give me a representation of the size hoop and how my lettering looks inside that. While I'm here, you are going to want to make sure that this butterfly option with the arrows on each side is in yellow. This is called virtual positioning, and we'll show you here later how important that is. You can position any design on a project within 1 stitch, 1.1 millimeters, so it's very, very powerful tool. So you want that on so you can position things. All right, I must have had a little coffee this morning, a little shaky. So now I am going to get out of this menu because you can't do anything while you're in this hoop menu. So I'm going to hit the X. It will save what you just selected. So there it is. Now before I embroider or do anything else, I'm going to select a couple things. First off, you're going to want to check the needle plate. And if you have the regular needle plate on, you're going to want to take that off and put the single hole plate on it, because for embroidery, it really requires a single hole plate. If you don't have them, you need to go to your dealer to purchase one. They're about $40 or $50, and they really help on embroidery, on free motion quilting, on 1/4-inch seams. So if your machine did not come with it, you really need one. Most 7 series come with that plate. And when you do change the plate, please, please, please tell the machine the plate is a single hole plate. Where it says 9 millimeters, touch that, and then go into 0, so it's this middle one, and hit close. So now the machine knows it has a 0 plate on, and it will not try to zigzag when you switch to regular mode of sewing. Now I want to make sure my feed dogs are down for embroidery. It's telling me that, so I'm going to push the feed dogs down. And while I'm here, sometimes it'll tell you a big red mark here on the foot. So you might as well just select whatever foot you're using. The default foot is 26. So I'm going to select that, close it down. Well, see, now I have that explanation there. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make sure I have that selected, see, and close it. So now I'm happy. The machine will allow me to sew this out. So I want to show you that before virtual positioning really activates, we need to set this to the sewing mode. So I'm going to go down and click the needle with the 3 dots behind it, and it will tell me via a little video that the hoop is going to move. At this point, you must check the green check mark. It's just warning you things are going to move, so get your chair out of the way. If the arm bumps something, it'll warn you. So now, look at saying, you always have to watch what it's showing you on the screen. The 5 series owners, you can get in an endless loop if you don't do this in the right order. So I'm going to put the hoop on. I just have that oval hoop. And putting this on is a little bit of a training process. So I slide it underneath the foot. And you have to squeeze these together. And then you have to find those tabs. And then let go. And I always test to make sure it's connected by pulling up on the front. And if the hoop pops off, it didn't connect correctly. So now, again, always watch your screen. It says it's going to move. This is okay. So I'm just going to click on the green check mark. And now my hoop has gotten into the sewing mode. However, I want to position this, and I'm going to position it by going back up to the editing mode. That's the pencil. So I'm going to hit editing mode, and watch what happens if I take my finger or stylus and move that around. So it is actually moving the hoop in relation to the tip of the needle. So if you see that little bullseye, that's the tip of the needle. Now if I tap outside the area of that bullseye, the little bullseye moves. Now that's where the very tip of the J is going to start sewing. It's going to start sewing right below where the needle's at. Well, I don't want it down there. I want it over here. So I'm just going to drag that over and see how that little bullseye changes. You have to kind of learn this tap. You tap outside on the white area, and the bullseye goes to the nearest point of the tap to your design. So that's where the bottom part of the F is going to be, the top part of the F is going to be there, and the hoop moves in relation to where that bullseye is. That's called virtual positioning, and it is your favorite tool. You need to have that turned on, and if you just want to move it, just bump it a little bit. Just move these dials a little bit. So the lower one moves it up or down, the top one moves it left or right. If you can hear that, it was just bumping, so that's where you can get precise. So I have one item in there. See that little kind of transparent plus? If I wanted to add a second row of lettering, I hit the plus, and then you go up to the filing system and pick something else. So you can add very many layers into this embroidery. But my circle I is colored yellow, so I need to touch it, And that tells me that I'm in a move mode. I can change the size of my lettering right here, and I would just turn the dials left to right, and then I back up, hitting this little cookie trail here, and I can flip right here. Here's a flip. You can duplicate right there. So I have 2 of them. And then when it's duplicated, when you have more than one, you have to select what layer you're working on. So I want this one, I want to trash that, confirm it. These tools take a little getting used to. So you just have to play with them. And you also have a check option. So if you want to hit the check, you can hit the check, and you can check each corner. And when you hit the corners, there's a center. Sometimes you want to just put it in a center because you've marked your project where you want the center, top, left, or right. So this is a good way to get back to center. All right, so I'm still in the editing mode. See, I still have the pencil activated. Now, this is where a lot of my customers get stumped. Okay, I'm all ready to sew. I've done all my work. I got it exactly the way I want to. And I'm gonna go, well, how do I do it? I press the start button and nothing happens. You know, well, look, on the 790 Plus, it brought me right down to the stitch option. I'm not so sure that works on the 770, so I'm gonna go back up to my editing. I just learned something. Wow, never too old to learn something. So now, usually I go to this lower tab and I hit the stitch option, and I am going to see that I have a green light. You thread the machine, and you have to hold this green light in for 3 to 4 to 5 seconds until the needle moves, and then it will continue sewing. So that is what you didn't see on Embroidery 101, and I will add additional videos 10 to 12 minutes long so they don't take you all day, and upload those. Again, I do answer every email, so if you have a question, you can email me at P as in Peter, V as in Victor, Lefty, like lefty because I'm left-handed, at AOL.com. Or you can call the shop, 970-256-1293. We are glad to help. We also can help supply you with items that your dealer doesn't have. And remember, my precision tipped oiler is a #1 bestseller. For $12, you can get the best oil for your Bernina, and it's certified Bernina safe. Thank you.